Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another hip hop album review. The album that I will be reviewing tonight is N.W.A's 100 Miles and Running EP, released in 1990. You guys by now should know who they are. I did a review on their first song, Straight Outta Compton, and I did a review on Niggas for Life. If you haven't peeped those, definitely check that out. Just go on my channel, type in N.W.A, and it should pop up. Alright, so right after, Straight Outta Compton is been critically acclaimed, like it's hip hop classic, everybody loves it. You got some people that like that album, some people like Niggas for Life better. Me being one of them, I think Niggas for Life is their best album, but I'm not taking anything away from, Straight Outta Compton, because I respect the contribution that it did for hip hop. But I won't make a separate video on that, because because I'll talk about that later. But anyways, so right after the success of Straight Outta Compton, the controversy and all that shit, they were working. Ice Cube by that time, by 1989, he left the group, things like that. He left the group, and obviously they felt some type of way. Jerry Heller, stealing the money, just like taking all the money, but the cats were blind to see, they were pretty much, they had the blind eye when it came to Jerry Heller. But Ice Cube saw what it was, and he just broke out. It was like, alright, I ain't signing that shit, fuck that. So they signed the contract, and you already know what happened. So obviously, like I said, they felt some type of way, and next thing you know, throughout this EP, though, they made several diss tracks towards Ice Cube, just giving them, just showing their frustration towards that shit. And Ice Cube that same year dropped America's Most Wanted, classic album. I did a review on that. If you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. I did a review on his first 4 albums. I gotta do the rest of his albums. I gotta do the Kill Out Well EP, which I do have. I gotta do the West Side Connection album, the Bow Down album. I gotta do the War and Peace, both Volume 1 and 2, which I do have, and a couple other albums, and then the Eazy-E albums I have to pick up. I have to do a review on. I also did a review on MC Ren's first 2 albums, and I gotta do a review on his Kiss My Black Ass EP. So it's a lot of stuff I gotta catch up, but I will definitely be doing those reviews. But without further ado, let me get started with the video. With the CD, with the review. Excuse me, sorry. This is what the album looks like. By the way, this is the reissue, the 2015 reissue. There's no difference with the 1990 version. The only difference is, which I'll show you in a minute, this is what the album looks like. You see like a kind of like a comic version of them, just on the run and shit, pretty dope. That's what the album looks like. Pretty cool in the back. Open it up. Now the only difference is with the original version, this was like a lavender purple kind of color, and this was like a greenish blue type of thing, and that's the only difference. So it's no difference, and the insert is pretty much the same too. Alright, pretty much the same thing. Alright, pretty cool. Alright. Now, I'll get down and go through some of the tracks, or all the tracks. There's only 5 tracks. The only singles off the album is 100 Miles of Running. Alright. And by the way, if you guys had copped the 2003 reissue of Niggas for Life, it actually comes with this album, but it's all in one CD. And I had the opportunity of getting that, but I didn't get it. But even if I did get it, I would want to have this just to add on to the collection. So I'm a completist, you know what I'm saying? So but I just throw that out there, and that version is actually long out of print. So if you can find it, definitely pick it up. But anyways, I'm gonna go through some of the tracks. Alright, track 1 is 100 Miles of Running. It has a very energetic vibe to it. It just kind of reminds me of something like you would hear in the 70s, like action flick, like a cop chase, high speed chase or some shit like that. Kind of remind me of that. And that song to me, well, just based on the lyrics, is the foundation of the Ice Cube and N.W.A beef. With a line where Dr. Dre said, I wrote it down where he said it started with 5, but yo, one couldn't take it. So now there's 4 because the 5th couldn't make it. The number's even, and now I'm leaving. So obviously he's throwing shots at Ice Cube. So, you know, and that's what the whole thing started. And you know, and then Ice Cube in his second album, you know, Death Certificate dropped the No Vaseline, and you already know how that went down. So yeah, that shit is oh my god. Yeah, but yeah, 100 Miles of Running. That's the only single off this EP, and it's funny too because they actually got sued for that song because of a sample. It's a Funkadelic sample. They got they got sued for. I forgot the name of the song, but it was a Funkadelic sample. They cleared it because like they pitched the sample all the way down where it was like unrecognizable, so you couldn't really they pretty much won the case. But you know, they never. But I don't think the Funkadelic they got compensated for it. But it is what it is. But long live sampling, by the way. But you know, I just throw that out there. Track 2, Just Don't Bite It. It's just them talking about getting head and how to do it properly and shit like that. Obviously not them giving head, like, but I'm fellatio. You know what I'm saying? Just telling the girl how to give head and shit like that. Don't use the teeth and all that shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's pretty long, but it's just sort of about getting head and shit from random chicks and shit like that. Track 3, Surprise Part 2. What I got from that is pretty much Fuck the Police Part 2. You know what I mean? Pretty dope. I actually enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. Track 4, Real Niggas, is another diss track towards Ice Cube. That same song is actually featured on Niggas for Life. The only difference with Real Niggas on this version, on the EP, and the one on the album on Niggas for Life, is on this version it's like 5 minutes and 26 seconds longer. The only difference is it's like a minute longer than the than the album version. This version only has like an intro. Just you hear Dr. Dre talking in the intro and various members in the group talking and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. That's the only difference. Like the intro is about a minute long, and then it goes into the song. Whereas the Niggas for Life version, it just goes straight to the song. It doesn't come with the intro. So that's the only difference, you know what I mean? So I thought I'd just throw that out there for those that didn't know that. So now you guys know. But that's a dope fucking song. There was a line where, you know, MC Ren said like the only reason why niggas bought your album is because niggas thought that we did that album because the way it sounded and stuff like that. So pretty much saying like, yo, like Ice Cube ain't shit without us. But that album is a fucking classic. I don't care what nobody says. Like that album, oh my god, like especially around for that time where you had cats, you know, it was unheard of for like a West Coast artist to collab with East Coast super producer group like the Bomb Squad. Like that's crazy. And that sound at that time was like very innovative, very new, very daring, very, you know, in your face, you know what I mean? It just fit Ice Cube's aggressive, you know, delivery, you know, toward the mic and shit like that. So, yeah, and then track 5 is a commercial, and that's pretty much it. Commercial is just like is like an interlude, and that's pretty much it. And production like, obviously is done by DJ Yella and Dr. Dre and stuff like that. But overall, very fucking dope. Glad to own this joint right here. This is pretty much like the precursor to Niggas for Life. You know, it kind of gives you like a taste, like a little appetizer of what Niggas for Life would be, in a sense. The only thing is, Just Don't Bite It and 100 Miles and Running is Surprise, and Commercial doesn't. Well, the sample that was used for Commercial, the instrumental was used on Niggas for Life, which was, I forgot the name of the song. It's a skit. I forgot the name of it, but it's not titled Commercial. But it uses the same instrumental as Commercial. I think it was called like the Prelude or some shit. I don't remember. But 100 Miles of Running, Just Don't Bite It, and Surprise that was not on Niggas for Life. The only song that appeared on Niggas for Life was Real Niggas. That's the only song that appeared on Niggas for Life. And like I said, it's like a appetizer to Niggas for Life. Niggas for Life was like the full course meal. And so If you guys want to know how they sounded around 1989, 1990, this is your answer. And that's pretty much it, guys. But before I end the video, I want to give a shout out to my nigga Mike Sears, because he made a whole video on like how responding to critics regarding niggas for life, and I want to do a response video. So and I pretty much and put it like this: I agree with everything what he said in the video wholeheartedly. So expect that video after this. I finished the review on this shit right here. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that review. Stay tuned for more. Peace.